Hey everyone, this is Jenny Garcia, and this is a December Daily 2020 process video. Last year, all I did was the cover, which was very simple, and also the inside cover. That's all I did. I was about to move, so I decided to just put everything away and just finish it once I was all moved in, but I kind of been putting it back, and I decided to join the Scrappy Christmas in July sort of challenge. It's by Tracy Fox. You can find the hashtag on Instagram, Scrappy Christmas in July. And what happened was that last year I worked on December 2019 around November, and by the time we got to December I was already December daily burned out. So it was just best to wait until now. And I was planning about, uploading these videos in November, but I just figured that it would be better for me to do it now in July instead of again burning out on November and then having no inspiration left for December. So it was a little hard to jump back in. It was, I don't know, I was like exercising my December daily muscle, and I was a little bit confused. Here you can see the cover, and I have the process video for that one, as well as how I took that photo. It's an Animal Crossing sort of screenshot thing, but yeah. But I have the explanation for that if you're interested. I also have a video for the cover. And the paper that I'm cutting right now, I'm very excited about it. I made it using it's either a Feed Your Craft kit or an In a Creative Bubble journaling card. There was like a little cluster in the middle of a card, so I decided to just clean up the background and copy that pattern many times over a paper, and I was super excited with the result. It turned out so cool. I was so happy. And I'm gonna do like sort of a little back to that cover because I had no idea what to do with it. The photo that I have for the other side is way too big, but I really wanted to include that photo. It's still smaller than the album, which is from Studio Calico, but it's still too big to put behind this inside cover. And I found this quote, this saying, I read it somewhere, and I used the A Design Kit app to make this photo, and I really like how it came out. And I don't know, I really like it. It says it's December, the time of the year we wear cozy clothes and stay in, like the other 11 months of 2020, but more festive. And I'm a total homebody, so I haven't minded the quarantine that much. It was kind of hard, the holidays. I thought that since it was quarantine, I was going to be able to fit everything in a Citrus Twist Life Crafted albums. I freaking love those albums, but I take so many freaking photos, which is good. And here I messed up. It's a little crooked, but that adhesive, once it's down, it's down. And also the pattern paper, I use Canon matte photo paper to print it. So if you glue anything on photo paper, it's down. It's never coming out. And I wanted to add that little trim, I think it's from Maggie Holmes, at the bottom of the photo, and I use the Tombow Extreme adhesive because it is kind of a tricky surface. On the other side, I sew the stars, and I was thinking about doing the same. By the way, don't look at the stitching above. The thread was wrong and the pressure was wrong. It's a whole hot mess. It looks good on the front, which is what matters. Like if you look at the front, it looks good, but the back is a hot mess. And I have a lot of elements from In a Creative Bubble, and the kit that I got was the Feed Your Craft kit. Decide by in a creative bubble. I did get the stickers for the other kit. I was very tempted to get both because I do love her products, but I had to make an executive decision and just opted for the In a Creative Bubble one. I think the other one is still in your shop. And this is another gluing mistake I made. Like, I tried to like move it and I almost ripped it, and I was, nope, it's down. It's not coming off. These stars are from Michaels. I got them. I don't remember if I got them in the holidays, but they're just stars. They look really cool, and I thought they would be perfect for my December daily. And I'm gonna glue that together so you're not gonna see the hot mess stitching. Now we're working behind the huge photo. My daughter, shout out to her, she made so many perler bead ornaments. You see the Raymond on the right on the top, that she killed it. She did so amazing. Most of those were made by her. I helped. I think I made the Kirby's, and I helped with a few coins and maybe some rupees. But my little one just chatted up. She's like, I'm here to entertain you. That's my job. She was supposed to be helping. She did not help that much. My husband helped like with a few, but the rest, it was all my daughter. She started earlier in the year making all of these, and she did an amazing job. They had this idea to do a Nintendo video game tree, and it just came out amazing. And it was all her. She did such an amazing job with it. And I really wanted to include some big close-up photos of the ornaments because they're freaking cool. Like, if you look at them in person, last year I shared a little bit of the Christmas tree on my Instagram, but I don't think I share close-ups, but it just, when you look at it in person, it's really impressive. Like, it looks cool on photos, but real person, that tree was amazing. And we only had one tree. The plan was to do two. They have a little tree, and that tree, the little one, was supposed to be the Nintendo tree one. Then my big tree, the lights died, which is my Harry Potter tree. And if you haven't seen it, you can see my past December daily videos to see it. But the tree died, so I decided to get one with color lights and then make that the only tree that year. And we were moving. It was you're gonna see so many boxes around this album. It's gonna be weird, but it's good because it really takes you back to those days and what we're experiencing. Like, albums are not about super clean environments, everyone posting. It's about the moment. It's about the memories, at least for me. Like, kudos to those people who have white couches and children who always have their hair combed, because whenever I brush my kid's hair, she's doing like headstands the next minute. Her hair never looks good in photos because she's always like messing around. So if you have one of those magical unicorn children who like sit and take beautiful photos like Shimel's kid, that's just not fair. She got the kid who can take an amazing photo, but I can't, so my photos will be messy and weird. So here I was going to journal with the Tombow twin tone with the green one, but then when I was writing, it was kind of blending in that grid paper from L Studio. So I decided to just go with the Tombow Mono Drawing pen in the size 2, which is my favorite size. Those trees are from In a Creative Bubble. And the holiday paper above, I made it using a stamp from Feed Your Craft. When you buy their kits, you get, when you buy the holiday one that comes with paper, you get the papers, you get the cards, and you get the stamps in digital format. And that is genius, and that is one of the reasons the Feed Your Craft kits are worth every single penny. Like that paper that I just used right there, I was, and the thing about having the digital version is that you are less likely to hoard and say, no, let me not use this paper because once I use it, it's gone and I don't have it. This is not the case. I love the smaller print in this paper, which is the one that the kit came, but I also printed an 8.5 by 11 version in my photo paper, so I can use it all the time again. And again, the paper where I'm gluing these photos on, it's not a card, it's an element that it's like square that I took and I repeated to make my own pattern paper. And I know that I showed how to change the colors in the elements and the journaling cards, but if you want to see how I make those pattern papers or something similar, let me know and I'll post a video. Most likely I'll do it around December because right now I have a lot of things to work with. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I had an IGTV video where I show my December daily card, and I'm using the Gramercy card from Michaels. It's my favorite one because of the add-ons. The quality is the same as the Raskog, better than Walmart, same size, they're all the same size. I have one of each, so I can tell you. I've studied this long enough. I love organization, by the way. And I like the Gramercy because it has like a pegboard that you can put on the side. It has hooks for the washi. It has like a little basket at the bottom where I put a bunch of stickers. If you haven't seen the video, it's not that long. I'll link it below so you can check it out. And I'm using my Studio Calico ink. I'm going to use the Poppy a lot and also Fresh Cut. Didn't use my Stays on this one this time, but those are my go-to inks for this. Last year in a Creative Bubble she had the stamp that comes with the kit, the other stamp set with the other kit, and then a third one, and I think I got the third one. And I just was marking that stamp that says love this ornament, and you can check if it was bought, gifted, or homemade. And I also stamp DIY. And I can stop looking at if you like Animal Crossing or Mario or any Super Nintendo thing, because she also had like little switches, little controllers. She just killed it. I am so amazed by her because she's not the most willing to craft person. She loved perler beads, but she wouldn't like paper craft, or she paints or something. That would be my little one who is more likely to do that. I also got these little stamp sets and I freaking love them. They are from Everyday Explorers Co. and they just have like little journaling prompts or things that you can use around photos, and it's so good. I have this one which is holiday related, but I also have one that is everyday, and it's just an amazing stamp set, and they stamped so well too. I wanted to put a big element on that pattern paper, and I ended up going with the Yeti. They all look really cute. I was feeling the Yeti at that moment, and then I kind of forgot that I used it in the other page too, but that doesn't matter. And there's gonna be some overlapping because I don't like to sit down to print and cut. I do all that once, either before I start a project or whatever. I hate doing it. I just think it's so time consuming. That joy tag though, it's the one that came in the Feed Your Craft kit. And I love these little phrase stickers from Pretty Little Studio. They are the bomb. I got 2 sets in the color ones and the white ones too. So yeah, going back to the silhouette thing, I print so much, like my printer gets overworked, and so does my silhouette. And I get it out of the way. I wouldn't go and be like, oh, I need a Yeti, let me sit down and print and cut. No, I don't like it. I do it all at once. I love the result. It's really cool, but it's tedious. And here I was gonna stamp in a label, but I didn't love how it looked, so I just stamped directly on the photo. But I am gonna keep that little label around to reuse it. And here I'm just gonna write DIY ornaments. I'm really trying to use my thickers. I will stop buying them. I haven't bought that many. And compared to the general Scrappy population, I don't have that many. But for the amount of times that I use it, it's a lot. So I'm just trying to use them on my project life, on my December daily. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm just gonna write DIY ornaments, and I'm gonna fill out those spaces with stamping. But I am gonna cover that little, I think it's set location, and I stamped something else. It wasn't that important. And document that on, let's talk about the photo, not when I'm actually doing this project and writing and all that. And I'm gonna keep adding stuff to this card. If you've been here before, I am an over embellisher, if you didn't know. And I love these stickers. I got one from the kit, and then I got an extra one, and I got an extra, well, I got a sticker sheet from the other kit. I love their stickers, and I love puffy stickers, and the quality is so good. And I got this idea of stitching the DIY letters. And I remember that I had these So Easy thread, and I thought it was with my So Easy, so I pulled it out, and it was actually my embellishment store with the red stuff, which is good. That's a good thing about organizing. You're like, okay, if it's not here, then it has to be with the embellishments. And what I did was, if you don't remember the So Easy, it was kind of looked like a pen. It was like a fuse tool, and you would push it on the paper and it would create a pattern. So I left it around because I want to use it in this December daily. I'm a tool girl. I love tools, but sometimes I do forget, and I do love how stitching looks. So I'm gonna try to make it balanced. I don't want to add any stitching right next to each other. I'm just gonna loop it around so I can put some washi tape so it doesn't come out. And the little bump was kind of bothering me, so I just pulled it, and miraculously just came out just fine. I'm just gonna put some washi to hold it in place. And that card is a lot, but I do like how it came out. And of course I have to keep adding more stuff. It didn't have enough stuff in my brain. And here are the pages. I know that the one with the ornaments looks like it's too big for the album, but it's like less than a quarter from the top and bottom of the album. You can see it here better. It's barely. I do love these flips. I think I got this idea from Ali Edwards. She did it on her December daily, or maybe it was her team. There were a lot of people that I liked. I love Leilani's December daily. Amy Gretchen also does really cool things. Tashiana, there's a bunch of people. Well, here's a quick flip through of the pages that I worked on and some close-up photos. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and click on the little bell, because sometimes YouTube doesn't tell you when I have videos up. So if you don't want to miss those, make sure you click on that bell and you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having the best day. Bye!